much in the equation as far as who the quarterback will be out in the nation's capital. Welcome to Good Morning Football. We are live in New York City. Happy June 27th. My name's Kay, Nate Burleson, Peter Schrager, D'Angelo Hall. Once again, we're back.
Kay, what are you wearing? What is that shirt?
Do you like my new...
Can you explain where is that shirt from?
What do you mean? I found it in my closet. Is it... Do you guys... Why?
Is that the same shirt that I had on yesterday?
Oh, is it?
So are you telling me I was wearing a woman's shirt for 3 hours?
This was in my wardrobe this morning, so
okay,
it was laid
comfortable.
out for me.
It was comfortable.
You fully wore this shirt for 3 hours.
Just saying.
You know the thing is,
like
Triggs, it's not mine. It really isn't.
Is this really Nate's? Okay.
This is actually Nate's, and it barely fits.
Oh, my.
Nate.
Can we get a side-by-side? Who wore it better situation?
Who wore it better?
All right. So now I feel like Miss Doubtfire all of a sudden. Okay,
Nate Button got
Great
further
movie.
and further down.
It did.
As the day went on.
Yeah, you know, it's comfortable, isn't it?
It is very comfortable.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm going to look like this for 3 hours. Here we go.
Oh, there it is right there.
Who wore it better? America, you decide.
It looks better on UK. I think I'm going to just let that stay.
I think everyone should take a turn wearing it. That's what I think.
Triggs, you're next.
Yeah, nah.
Nah, fam. That ain't it, fam.
Nah, fam.
That ain't it, fam.
Welcome to our show.
Sequins. Welcome. Anyway, let's talk football.
Yeah, let's talk football, Triggs. What do you
Baker
got?
Mayfield isn't dealing with it. He's feeling a little dangerous right now.
Me too.
Kay feels dangerous.
Yep.
She's got Nate's clothes on. Must be something in the water at Oklahoma. We're going to talk a little about Baker Mayfield and a little Kyler Murray. We also make a pit stop in Kansas City for our summer to-do list. What does Patrick Mahomes have to do to keep on smiling like he is right there? Yeah. And finally, we're going to get our first sneak peek of this, the upcoming documentary from NFL Films and Amazon, the series All or Nothing, the Carolina Panthers. It's all here on the show today. Let's dig in.
Let's do it. Time for the
Lead Block.
I want to start with the Redskins. Hey, D'Angelo, how would you like to talk about your phone squad?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, earlier this week, Senior Vice President Doug Williams caught up with our very own Steve Wyche at the Quarterback Coaching Summit down in Atlanta, which we shared some of right here on the show. And there was a lot of insight being thrown around on how and when the rookie QB, who they took at 15 overall, their first pick there in the first round in Nashville, when he might see the field. Take a look.
The rookie Dwayne Haskins, Case Keenum, Colt McCoy, you've gotten a look at them during the mini camps. How is this going to play out in terms of entering training camp, and what could be the determining trigger to determine who's going to start the season?
Well, I think, number one, it's been a great offseason. You know, number one, to have Dwayne in camp and to be on the sideline doing the OTAs and mini camp and see the young guy do what he's done and how he's taken command of the opportunity that he's had. You know, talking about a guy that comes from a situation where no one went up under the center. To see a guy walk out the huddle and the pause that he has, the patience that he's exhibit, it's room to have a lot of hope. And I know there's words out there that he might end up starting, and that could happen. But at the end of the day, it's going to be on Jay, myself, and probably Bruce and the owner as what he does during preseason and see where we are as a team to make that decision. I don't want to say he's going to start game one today, but it's been a pleasant and enjoyable scene to see what Dwayne Haskins has done over the last few weeks.
And he's gotten some high praise, that's for sure. This seems unprecedented almost to me, or at least something that I don't hear very often. It's usually the coach making that decision. You know this team inside and out, D'Angelo. What do you think when you hear that it's going to be a group effort in making that call?
You know, I think they're in a situation that, as an organization, they don't want to be wrong. They don't want to get this wrong. And so they're all, you know, it's almost like a laboratory where they're all sitting there as mad scientists trying to figure out, look, we have to make sure we don't screw this up, mess this kid up. And so I think it should be a collective group deciding factor. I mean, obviously, if he can't play, Jay Gruden's not going to throw him out there. They're going to know he's not ready to play if he's not. But seeing that kid live... He is as advertised. He can throw that ball. It's just, can he understand that offense? Can he realize where to go with the football? You watch him in college. He had the best weapons on the field. How are you without those, you know, the 4-3 guys, the 4-2 guys? Washington doesn't have speed. They don't have a lot of weapons on offense. That, to me, is the deciding factor in how successful he's going to be. He's coming from a place where when he walked out on the field, he knew all his guys could beat their one-on-one matchups. In Washington, it's going to be that scheme has to get guys open, and he has to know where to go with that football.
I'm chomping at the bit here, D'Angelo.
Me too.
Because
I got questions for D'Angelo
Here's
right
the
now.
deal. Here's the deal. It's one thing for us, for Kay, Nate, and I, Kyle when he's here to talk about the Redskins. It's another thing when D'Angelo Hall is weighing on the Redskins.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if I'm a fan at home, I'm saying, why the hell is the owner involved in who my quarterback is? And if I'm a fan at home, I'm saying, why is the GM saying it's a group decision and the team president has a choice? I'm getting heated because the thought is always there's dysfunction with the Redskins. And all you want to hear is the best man's going to win. Jay Gruden's going to pick it. Let's roll up the ball and play. And you're saying group decision and that's okay?
Well, what I hear, Peter, is at the end of the day, it's going to come down to can he do the things on the field to help win football games? If he's not ready, he's not going to be out there. And so I think having Dan weigh in on it a little bit, having Bruce say, hey, I think he is ready as well. Just another set of ears, another set of eyes to see this kid. They've been around football. We're acting like if Jerry Jones was making this decision, I know he serves as the GM, but at the same time, Jerry's been around the game a long time. Dan's been around the game a long time. Bruce has been around the game a very long time. And Doug as well. He's played the position. And so to have all these guys as extra eyes, as well as their offensive coordinator, the head coach, Jay Gruden, they're going to get it right with this kid, I think. But you got to protect him. And that, to me, is what bothers me, is can they protect him? You had a quarterback, all the quarterbacks you've had in years past have all been guys who can move around a little bit. Even Kirk Cousins. He might not have been known as the most mobile guy.
He's athletic,
but Kirk can run. Kirk is very athletic and wasn't afraid to use it. I remember one year he scored a lot of rushing touchdowns on quarterback draws. RG3, you think of Alex Smith. All these guys can extend the play with their feet.
Dwayne Haskins, not so much.
He's not that kind of guy. And so to me, I would have liked to see them solidify that offensive line. Because you have problems with Trent Williams. We still don't know what's going on with that guy. But even, the guard position, a center. I love to pick for Montez Sweat. I think he is a game changer. But to me, I would have liked that second-round pick or even moving back in the first round and grabbing another offensive lineman just for insurance purposes.
But, D'Angelo, that ship has sailed. It's over. The draft is passed, and now we're sitting here with Dwayne Haskins, who has a lot of hype behind him. And, listen, I heard a little excitement in your voice saying that he can grip it and rip it. But for me, it's deeper than just him showing that big arm. Being the fact that he's not a huge threat to run, and these offenses nowadays are built off of creativity and ingenuity and schemes that can put teams and defenses in bad positions. That will be the factor in whether he's going to start or not. If he can pick up those schemes and be able to read defenses like every other quarterback in this league, I still feel like he should start week one. The fact that he did at such a high level at the age of 21, and he's answered every question right when it came to X's and O's. That's why I believe that Dwayne Haskins is going to be the guy. And you're right. You said it's like guys in a laboratory trying to figure out the formula. For the last few years, with Kirk Cousins getting franchised 2 years in a row, getting $50 million, the whole debacle with RG3, the formula wasn't there. They better get this recipe right, man, because if they don't, then this meal is going to be all bad.
Everybody's raving about his arm, about how he looks from minicamp. Even his former college coach, guys. Listen to what Urban Meyer had to say about his former QB yesterday to Orlando Ledbetter of the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. He's going to be great. He's very intelligent. His only issue is that he played just 1 year. Every other thing, he's got it. Great kid, very smart. He was the most accurate passer that I've ever had. And nobody is arguing this high praise or what he can do on the field, which in my opinion, as a fan, I'm looking and I'm thinking that's something the coach is going to evaluate. The GM might have something to say about. Jay Gruden, tell me if I'm wrong, likes like an old school, like he keeps Colt McCoy around for a reason, right? Like I feel like there's something about Jay Gruden that would want to start Case Keenum. Like there's just almost like a let's take the safe route kind of thing. After hearing that it's going to be a group effort, Peter, and you can bring the business side into this, because the first thing I thought of, I'm more secure in saying Dwayne Haskins will start week one, because I don't think it'll be necessarily a push from the coach saying he should start, even if he wins outright, to protect him. But I can definitely see the front office side, the ownership side, wanting to roll out an exciting rookie in week one.
You put it on the cover of your program. You put it on the stadium with a giant image of Dwayne Haskins. You sell the jerseys. Absolutely. Yes. It's in the team's best interest from a business standpoint to roll out the starter and let's just see where the chips fall. I actually think it might be in Jay Gruden's best interest to go with the rookie. You're going to get a little wiggle room here now.
Talk about it.
If you roll out, it's not all on me.
That seat cools off a little bit.
Hey, we're rolling out with a rookie quarterback. There's going to be growing pains. Give me another year. He's his first season. Hey, it might be in his best interest also, but yeah, I don't see a situation where if Haskins doesn't fall on his face, he's not starting week 1. I'm with you guys on this. I think you got to roll him out.
All right.
What do you got?
To me, like I said, if in the preseason he shows he can play, or he can't play, or he's not ready, then that question's answered itself.
Yeah.
Then you have to go with Case Keenum.
No doubt.
Like you said, Jay is one of those guys who likes veteran quarterbacks. He likes guys who've been around his system. Obviously, Case Keenum hasn't been around his system, but he's been around the league long enough to know how to read defenses and know really what's going on. And so I know he'll feel comfortable with that, having Case out there. And who says Colt McCoy doesn't jump back in this race? If he's healthy, he's the dark horse. He's been in that offense, though, Kay, for years.
Yes, it's less of a quarterback competition, though, going into training camp if all of those guys are deciding who's going to be the quarterback, because I would think that they will tip the scales in Dwayne Haskins' favor no matter what Case Keenum looks like out there talking about their franchise and their future. That's the first thing I thought of.
That's always an option.
Trey's got me thinking business about this.
Yeah, you got to sell some tickets.
There we go.
Sell them tickets,
I have to show you guys something.
What's up?
What's up with this?